I spent a month in my hometown after being gone for so long. I was too excited to be there, so I didn't mind the 15-hour travel time. The thought of being back to your family and in a place that feels like home made every mile worth it. I can't even begin to glamorize the beauty of coastal living, but I'll do my best to show you in this video. Being here reminded me how much of who I am was shaped by this coastline, this air, this way of living close to the sea. Living abroad teaches you independence, yes, but coming home teaches you belonging. I now live in a place with no coastline, and no matter how beautiful life is here near the mountains, I still long to see water stretching endlessly. Something inside me still longs for that horizon. No matter how much time passes, the walks along the shore every day, the feeling of salty air settle on my skin, listening to the waves crash is still so special to me. For the new year, we rented a stone house just a few minutes walk from the sea, and my whole family stayed there together. Evenings were so cozy, gathered around the fireplace, talking for hours, singing, laughing, and enjoying that simple warmth that just comes from being together. During the days, we spent most of our time outside, hiking along the coast or up into the mountains. One of my favorite moments was our New Year's hike to Chimera. It's a trail connected to the ancient Lycian Way, or Lycia. It is believed to be more than 2,000 years old and is stretching roughly 335 miles along Turkey's Mediterranean coast. Pretty wild. Anyways, high up in the mountains, these small flames rise naturally from the rocks. Flames that have been burning for centuries from natural gas escaping through the earth. The fire never goes out here, it's just surreal. Greek mythology tells the story of the creature, Chimera, a fire-breathing creature that once lived in these mountains. The hike was so beautiful, and up there was a small creek that I got to sit and meditate for a moment. It was such a beautiful day overall.
Yeah. I'm so happy that we're here too.
Later that night, we gathered around the big dinner table, ate incredible food, and when midnight arrived, we stepped into the courtyards to welcome the new year together with lots of laughter. The rest of the trip, we explored nearby beach towns, visited an ancient city, enjoyed more local food, and eventually made our way back to the city. Honestly, I feel so lucky to have been born in this part of the world. The coast of Antalya has some of the most incredible landscapes I know. The beaches, the dramatic cliffs, and even a waterfall flowing right in the heart of the city. I'm not even kidding. Another thing I love about this region is the culture. It is something I've always appreciated. Conversations here start easily, strangers welcome you like old friends, and hospitality in Turkey truly feels next level. I hope you can experience it one day. The old town feels like a living museum. Historic houses and ruins appear almost everywhere you look. Narrow streets lead you all the way down to the marina. The area is lively and full of character. Restaurants spilling onto the streets, cozy coffee shops kind of tucked into old stone buildings, antique stores, little boutiques, and people slowly wandering through it all. It's the kind of place where you can spend hours just walking without any particular destination. I personally love getting lost here because somehow you always find your way out. My family shares a similar love for nature, and spending time outdoors has always been a favorite Sunday activity for all of us. This time we decided to visit Termessos, about 30 minutes from the city center. Hidden high in the mountains and surrounded by Mediterranean pine forests, Termessos was once a thriving ancient city where thousands of people lived. Walking through the ruins today, you can still see the remains of daily life, like an impressive theater overlooking the mountains, a marketplace they had, baths and temples and stone streets that once connected an entire community. Standing there at the edge of the theater, it's really hard to imagine what life might have looked like centuries ago. Being near the water feels like recalibrating my nervous system. It's so calming and feels nostalgic, like slowly remembering who I am at my core. I forgot how much I need to see the sea every single day. Even in winter, especially in winter. This city can be stormy, windy, and rainy for days. The sky turns gray, the air grows heavy with humidity, and everything feels wrapped in mist. But still, I want to see the sea. So every morning I found myself walking here, layered in sweaters, hands tucked into my coat, walking along the coastline. Breathing deeply, filling my lungs with salty air puts a big smile on my face. It's my kind of therapy. And then, of course, there's food, which is another thing that puts a big smile on my face. Fresh, warm simit in the morning, slightly crisp on the outside, endless glasses of tea, Turkish tea, always refilled before you even ask. Freshly squeezed juices almost every day. Winter here is full of fresh seasonal greens, tender herbs and vegetables straight from the farmers. Roasted eggplant, stuffed pepper, and lentil soup, olive oil drizzled over everything. And of course, citrus everywhere, oranges, mandarins, lemons, straight from the trees. Winter here really smells like citrus peel on your hands.
Kilo 100 var. 2 kilo 100 var. Şey almam lazım. Azma.
I forgot how much emotional baggage here I left to unpack. Do you feel the same when you go back to your hometown where you face your old versions of yourself? Ever since I made peace with my past, it hasn't been a big issue, but this land holds so much of my past that I felt overwhelmed at times by the amount of memories that come up. Walking in the streets layered with memories, familiar corners holding pieces of my childhood, my body remembered it before my mind did. I didn't have any intentions for this trip. I just wanted to see what is it about. And I think this trip was about returning to my roots, spending lots of time with family and friends, sitting around long breakfast tables, lingering in those simple moments together and feeling cherished without having to earn it. When I was packing for this trip, I imagined I would have so much free time, a whole month away, and long travel hours. So I packed all kinds of things to keep myself busy. My word puzzle book, Sudoku, dominoes, my watercolor set with brushes, and a book that I've been meaning to finish. But the reality turned out very, very different. I barely touched any of them. The month went by so quickly. This wasn't a vacation mood for me where I tried to fill every moment with fun activities, but it felt more like shifting from doing to simply being. I was so focused on spending quality time with my family and friends, being fully present with them and rediscovering places I love, exploring new ones. The most memorable moments, the highlights of this trip, was the simplest and most random ones, like my mom reaching out the window of our garden level room to pick fresh lemons from a tree at the hotel we stayed at. She was laughing with excitement, and later that night making a salad together using those hand-picked lemons, or going to yoga classes with her for the first time at the local studio she's part of, and feeling so warmly welcomed by that community. Holding hands with a close friend I did not see in years while walking by the sea, realizing that time didn't change anything between us. And losing again and again to my grandpa in domino, yet still asking him to play every chance I got. Precious moments like this, I find myself replaying in my mind almost every day. Somewhere during this trip, I realized how open I had become, open to receiving love and attention, really letting it in and allowing myself to feel cherished. It was so fulfilling. It reminded me of something I once heard Ram Dass talk about in the Here and Now podcast, how difficult it can be for us to receive love. We're often so good at giving care, giving attention, giving love, but receiving it fully can feel difficult. This trip felt like a reminder to stay open, and even now I still carry the residue of that time with me. My cup feels full and maybe even overflowing.
Ne yapacaksın bunları? Ha, dream catcher.
Dökülüyorlar.
Yardımcı olalım.